And absolutely deleting those bots there. Goodbye, Duke bot, one of the most annoying bots. That was super satisfying on that Shelly. Hey, what's up everyone? I'm here with Hedgehog, a longtime clan member and co-founder of Exordium, and we're going to be doing some double fin duos. Now the kicker to these games today is that we are both using level 8 muscles. So hopefully we can both get our stacks and you'll just see two giant sharks running around the zoo, causing chaos, chomping people, and most importantly, giving the fin laugh, one of the best emotes in the game. Now you guys will notice a lot of bots in these games because unfortunately I recorded these games with Hedgehog right around the time of the update, so not everyone had updated their game yet. However, that could be more challenging because as much as I hate to say it, some of these bots are tougher to kill than actual players. I've always felt like I've had really good synergy with Hedge. Now, we're living life on the edge here because neither of us have adrenaline shot, which is very dangerous on Finn, especially because Finn is on the lower side of health. Hedgehog picking up that legendary. I think it's better to give the legendary always to the player who has higher level and or the lowest prestige. And absolutely deleting those bots there. Goodbye, Duke bot, one of the most annoying bots. That was super satisfying on that Shelly. And we got the last two guys here, Pepper and Steve, and they go down as well. Very, very smooth first win. Both of us getting 7 kills. Very satisfying. Now for this second game, I put on the Turfinator skin so that Hedge and I match, and it looks like there's a few high GM squads in this game already. Got one up by the museum, one in the igloo, and one on top of us. But I think we'll have the advantage because of the fact that we're Finns, and Finn's early game is probably one of the best in the game at the moment. So this Pepper does have helium, but I managed to land a chomp on the Jade. I don't think this will be an issue. I think Hedge landed a chomp on somebody too. Yeah, they did not get the bomb, so we win that one. I think for fights like these at the start, it really just comes down to who picks up the bomb. And fortunately for us, we had the bomb. Gives me the thumbs up to grab the legendary here, though he should probably be taking it. And so you'll see there I dodged the bomb. I don't want to use one of my health kits. These are just bots. I should be able to get my chomp off for a full heal. Some people don't even know that Finn's chomp heals you when you land it. I think the biggest tip I can give you is try and use your chomp to engage people on Finn. and then by the time it is off cooldown, you'll be able to use it again to heal. I think it's very important to play around your Chomp as Finn in order to be successful, and it can be tricky sometimes if your opponents have knockback, but with the right timings, you can definitely get on top of anybody. They're just swimming around here now, looking very menacing. Still 6 people left. They don't see anybody at the moment. I'm gonna spare Commander. He is in Exordium, part of the clan. We chomp right through Louis' rats there. Didn't expect to kill him there, but I guess we hit him and not his rats. And a very smooth finish, both of us taking out 1 enemy each. Now for this last game, we'll do some shoutouts. I'll take them off of the Fuzzy Squad No Sliding Challenge video. Just going down the list from top to bottom. Shout out to Zayrox, shout out to The Tribe, shout out to Bruh Twist, shout out to Pancake Gaming, shout out to TB100, shout out to I'm a Foxy Fox. Says, this is really hard, but do a Lizzie squad without laying eggs. I like that idea, and I'll definitely take you up on that. Sounds like a good challenge. Shout out to Marcos Huerta. Shout out to TP Gaming. Shout out to Against the Public. Shout out to Divinus. Says, lol the waddle challenge. This one looks really funny. Nice job, man. Keep up the great content. Thanks, Divinus. Shout out to MaxSax4. Says, the buck tries to charge in, but little did he know, raining ice bomb on him. Thanks for the shout out, Fear. The vid is hilarious. Yeah, much love, Max. Always active in my Discord. Shout out to R-Master. Shout out to Erica Contreras. Shout out to Burke. Shout out to Ali Heba. Shout out to Chomper1290. Shout out to Tony Fieros. Shout out to RY and JP. Shout out to Max Kohler. Shout out to It's Bugs. Shout out to Finlay Rosener. Do a challenge with all having clown nose. Well, clown nose is actually useful now, so that doesn't sound like much of a challenge, but definitely sounds like a fun video. Shout out to Bob Jefferson. Shout out to Watermelon. Shout out to Giovanni Hernandez. Shout out to Cloud29. Shout out to S. Benedek. Shout out to HJD Plays 72. Shout out to Obeda. Shout out to Deepika. Shout out to Felty Pikachu. Shout out to Ivy Tendrils. Shout out to Mr. Joseph. Shout out to Godmaster 5000. Shout out to Raven. Shout out to Hans Mayer. You could do full ollie and eat all the grass. Yes, I have that planned actually. Shout out to Jaden JX. Shout out to Jensen King. Shout out to Miss Hart. Shout out to Steve Pham. Shout out to Amina. Shout out to Jesus Javier. Shout out to Zooba Gaming Channel. Shout out to Inside Out Games. I think you should do a Fin squad where you're only allowed to use Super Chomp. So only the Spear and Chomp is allowed. That sounds like a fun one too. Shout out to Ben Damon. Shout out to Luis Breens. Shout out to Aline Saul. Shout out to Fresh Mex. Shout out to Larlar. Shout out to Owen Clark. Shout out to Divine 532. Shout out to Rainy Tang. Shout out to Dopity Dope. And finally, shout out to Windsnake. It's a big game here. 21 kills between the two of us. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. That's all I've got for you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to join my Discord. The August Gems giveaway is going to be starting very soon. It'll last for 2 weeks. 5,000 gems and 5 gold crates split among a few winners. Link in the description below if you're interested. And until next time, and as always, happy hunting.